Hello everyone, it's me again, geishadedra, back with another video, so thank you for tuning in. In honor of Black History Month, today we'll be learning about a very influential black man who changed Japan forever, Yasuke, the first ever African samurai. So without further ado, let's learn about his story. The idea of a black samurai seems like a concept that jumped straight out of an anime or manga. But the truth is, Yasuke was just as real as you or I, and his legacy is still honored and respected, even today. Let's take a look at who he was and how he got to Japan in the first place. According to a French traveler named Francois Solier in 1627, Yasuke was most likely from East Africa, in a country called Mozambique. But no one knows Yasuke's origins for sure. He may also be from Ethiopia, South Sudan, or anywhere else in East Africa. However, let's go with Mozambique for now. That seems to be the most widely accepted. Yasuke is said to be from the Makua tribe, and his original name was Yasuke, taken from a more popular Mozambican name, Isufo. Yasuke first arrived in Japan as a slave in 1546 during the Nanban Trade period. It is said that Yasuke was one of the first ever Africans to arrive to Japan on those ships. With his unique looks and tall stature, he caught a lot of interest with the local people, to the point where even the Japanese daimyo at the time, Oda Nobutada, had to see him in person for himself. When Nobunaga first saw Yasuke face to face, he couldn't believe his eyes. History has it that when Nobunaga first saw Yasuke, he had him stripped from the waist up and scrubbed down intensely to see if his color truly was real. Needless to say, Yasuke's color did not wash off like Nobunaga expected, and at that moment, the Japanese daimyo realized that he had stumbled across a miracle, and Yasuke's life would never be the same. According to the Lord Nobunaga Chronicle, Shincho Koki, Nobunaga liked Yasuke because of his good demeanor, his nice, pleasant attitude, and his incredible strength. Nobunaga's nephew even gave Yasuke some money for his troubles. This was the first, but certainly not the last time Yasuke would meet Oda Nobunaga. In fact, shortly after that, Nobunaga took Yasuke under his wing. Yasuke was then promoted from a lowly slave to a royal bodyguard. Yasuke was always kept very close to Oda Nobunaga's side. Yasuke was then taught how to speak Japanese. From then on, Oda Nobunaga was able to enjoy not only Yasuke's comforting presence, but the pleasant nature of his casual conversation. Yasuke was growing more and more in the daimyo's favor, and it would go to benefit him in the future. Now that Oda Nobunaga could trust Yasuke with his word, he knew that he could trust Yasuke with his life, and from then on, Yasuke was further promoted to weapon bearer. Yasuke was given his own home and his own ceremonial katana as a gift. But the time had come for Yasuke's loyalty to be tested. Yasuke fought bravely beside Oda Nobunaga in the Battle of Temmokuzan. On the way back, he met the shogun, Tokugawa Ieyasu. According to his records, Yasuke was 6'2", and his skin was black like charcoal. He was definitely a memorable soldier indeed. Oda Nobunaga was so impressed with Yasuke that he bestowed him the rank of samurai, which was unheard of for non-Japanese. From that point on, other foreigners would be able to obtain the title, but it was Yasuke who truly paved the way. Yasuke fought in several other important battles thereafter, and he was renowned as one of Oda Nobunaga's most beloved soldiers. Yasuke had truly achieved stardom. He was feared by enemies and absolutely adored by the common folk, and he had quite the impressive resume. With victory after victory, he was the crown jewel of the Nobunaga clan. Yasuke not only had a thriving work life, but he had a flourishing personal life. Yasuke eventually got married and started a family all his own. He and Nobunaga were as close as ever. But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. there came a day that would change Yasuke's life yet again. The Honnoji incident would again change Yasuke's life forever. Oda Nobunaga was betrayed by one of his generals, Akechi Mitsuhide, and was assassinated. Yasuke then joined forces with Oda Nobunaga's son, Oda Nobutada, and they tried to rally forces at Nijo Castle. But unfortunately, like his father, Oda Nobutada was captured and assassinated. The fate of Yasuke is unclear at this point. Was he killed? Was he sold back into slavery? Did he survive and continue with his life with his wife and child? I guess we'll never know. But one thing's for sure, Yasuke has certainly left his mark on modern-day Japan. Images of Yasuke can be found in Japanese movies, television, children's books, and other forms of media. It was even said that the actor behind Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, was going to be portraying Yasuke in a live-action film. Unfortunately, due to his tragic passing, the project was paused and then cancelled. But thankfully, all hope isn't lost. Director LaShawn Thomas is going to be producing a 2021 adaptation of Yasuke. It's going to be airing on Netflix, and I don't know about you, but I'm super excited to see. I hope you'll check out the anime adaptation on Netflix when it comes out later this year. But as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like this video, then like it so I can see that you do. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe to become part of the YouTube fam. There's also more information about me on my Patreon. Click a tier that works for you. I hope you all have a good day or a good night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!